What's up, you guys? So I'm going to show you guys how I remove my extensions or weave or whatever you want to call it. I get a lot of questions on how I do it, so I went ahead and I pent up my closure, and I just really start to take the tracks off of the cap. Now I do glue my tracks onto a cap. If you guys want to see that, you can check out some of my other previous videos on how I install my weave. I will link them down below for you guys. So I just basically just remove all of the tracks off of the cap. It doesn't hurt. I'm not pulling off my hair or anything like that. The cap is completely secure onto my braids, so I'm not pulling any of my hair. And that was just a piece of the cap, that wasn't a piece of my hair, so don't get worried. And I do this every single time. Now what I'm about to do is I'm going to cut where I sewed down my closure, and I will be having an upcoming video on how to install your extensions with the closure for shaved sides, so that will be coming soon. I'm just taking the thread from around the closure and removing it. This process is very easy. I do not like to sew in my hair because it's just too time consuming, and I just don't like it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the cap from around my braids, and make sure that you don't cut your hair. And the reason why I do the glue-in method instead of the sew-in method is because, like I said, it's a lot faster, and I get really tired of hairstyles very quickly, and I have such an itchy scalp. Even when I properly moisturize it, I still have such an itchy scalp. So I can't keep my hair in for more than 2 weeks. So as you guys can see, there is some glue around the perimeter of my braids, which is fine because we're going to remove it properly. Now I'm just going to go ahead and unloosen all of my braids. And your local beauty supply store should have some hair glue remover. They do sell it for about $5 to $10 depending on how much you get. But I just like using the conditioner a lot better because I am conditioning my hair and removing the glue at the same time. And you just want to make sure that you take loose all of your braids. Be very, very careful, because if you do have any type of glue into your braids or into your hair, it can pull and snag your hair. You just want to be very careful and take your time with this process. So as you guys can see, all of my braids are taken down. And now I'm just going to take a spray bottle with a little bit of the great detangler. It's from TW something. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I just took a little bit of water and that conditioner, and I sprayed it around the edges of my hair, mainly around where the glue is. And I like using a spray bottle better because it's just a lot more easier for me to control the product. And I just massage it into my hair. I'm going to make sure that I use warm water because cold water can be very shocking to the hair. And it's very annoying to use just cold water on your scalp. It's just, I'd rather use hot water or warm water. And I basically drenched my hair and the conditioner in water, and then I put a plastic cap over it and let it sit for 30 minutes or an hour depending on your hair texture. Now I am just going to take a comb. You want to make sure that you start off with a fairly small comb. You don't want to use a fine tooth comb, but you want to use something that's pretty medium size and the teeth part. So now I'm just going to go ahead and work that through my hair and just slowly comb through my hair. And as you guys can see, there's the glue. And I just basically do this all over my head, and I do it in a slow motion so I do not pull out any of my hair. And don't worry if you have a little bit of shedding, that is perfectly fine, because as you know, your hair is supposed to shed when you have braids in them. So don't get worried if you see a little bit of shedding. And I just seriously continue to do this all over my head. See? And I just wipe my comb off with a piece of tissue. I usually do this in the shower because it's less messy. So after I've removed most of the glue out of my head, I am just going to take a little bit of purple shampoo. You can use any shampoo that you want, any shampoo that has sulfate in it. So it's going to make sure that it strips all of the glue out and all of the gunkiness out. I love Shimmer Lights because it's very, very stripping. You know, it's not gonna harm dark hair, but if you do have blonde hair or whatever color hair you do have, just make sure that you can get any other type of sulfate shampoo. And then just basically work that into my hair very, very, very well. Now I take more of a thinner tooth comb and I'm going over my head once more to make sure that I have all the glue out of my hair. Like I said, this process is easier when you're doing it in the shower, but you guys wanted to see how I remove it, so I decided to go ahead and record it for you. But I do recommend you doing this in the shower or in the bathroom, you know, so you don't sling shampoo everywhere. And this is seriously my favorite comb to do this with because the teeth are so very thin, like a rat tail comb. And after I've washed it out, this is how my hair looks. Completely clean, squeaky clean. No glue on the edges of my hair. No glue anywhere.